Okay, let's try this one more time, kids. See if this is working now. Apparently, OBS is having some issues with connection, which I don't understand why it would have any issue, but maybe that's it. Maybe we finally got it working. We'll see. Okay. Hopefully we got it done. Hopefully it is working correctly now. Now we'll just see if there's anybody here. I guess there's nobody here. Nobody wants to see me. Nobody wants to visit with me. Does anybody really know what time it is? It's time for Live with Grandpa. All right. Well, for whatever reason, this doesn't seem like it's working correctly once again. But anyhow, I'll just go on. So anyhow, hey kids, how you doing? November 25th, 2018, a day that shall go in infamy in my life anyway. Pretty amazing. I am in Marathon, Florida. 2,800 miles, 7 months, 208 days actually, 7 months to get here. I am here. I have the anchor down. I am secured in the anchorage. So, oh man, is the chat not, it says 10 people watching. Is the chat not working? I don't know. There it is. Now it's working. All right. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Hello, Tom Travis. Hey, Timmy Toole. Hey, Frank, how are you? All right. So finally, we got it working. Okay. Sorry about that little technical glitch this morning or this evening. Not sure what the deal was, but for some reason, OBS was having a problem. Hey, pilot. Hello, Captain. Hello, Miss Shar. You like the shirt? Yeah, I thought it'd be good to wear a proper collared shirt for the occasion. Dress up a little bit, as it were. So, thought I might try to look a little bit more in vogue with the surroundings. So, anyhow, for those of you that didn't catch it earlier, I am in Marathon, Florida, guys. It is over. I am here. Done. Did. Crossed the final line. Crossed the finish line. 2,800 miles, 7 months later, Sandusky, Ohio to Marathon, Florida. I am in Marathon, and it felt great. Got into Marathon, got the anchor down, got the hook all set up, drank a beer, and just looked around, and it started raining on me. I didn't care. I just stood there on the back of the boat in the rain looking around the harbor. I didn't really care. I was great with it. So, yeah, we are here, man. We're here. So, thank you, Frank. Appreciate it. Thank you, Francisco. It's over. Well, I'm here. It's not over, but I'm here. We're going to continue with the channel, be continuing to talk about stuff. But the journey to get here is here. So, hey, Andy, how you doing? Thanks, man. You done did the do. Congrats. Thank you, Miss Sharp. Certainly did. A lot of the do. So, still have the camo shorts on, though, right? Hey, I'm not even going to tell you what I have on. I may be butt naked. You don't know. All you see is my shirt. You don't see what I got on down below. So, yes, Johnny Hag, the Marathon 2 Marathon is complete. I am in Marathon, Florida. And man, I am tired. I really am. Well, I mean, I'm just like flat out exhausted. I did fire up the charcoal grill. I had some corn on the cob I was saving just for this occasion, and I had one piece of ham left. So I had ham and corn on the cob for dinner. That was the last of my fresh meats and vegetables. I had been saving that, hoping the corn probably should have been eaten a couple of days ago. It was all right, but it wasn't real fresh. So please don't drop the phone. Yep, I'm not dropping the phone. Phone's right here. A lot of work on that little motor. Yeah, that little Ferryman diesel. I mean, it just chug right along. And, you know, it came in here to the harbor just like a champ. It really did. It didn't miss a beat. It brought me in. Now, we did have some problems today. Today was not an ideal day. There was a lot of sargasso weed and a lot of eelgrass floating around in the water. Giant islands of sargasso weed that we had to go through. And I'll give you an idea how bad it was. As I would go through, I would enter it doing about 5.5 miles an hour, and going across this little patch of sargasso weed, this little line of sargasso weed. By the time I got to the other side, I was down to 1.8 miles an hour because the sargasso weed would wrap around the propeller. It got bagged up on the keel. It got bagged up on the rudder and piled up on it. It was dragging on the dinghy and on the outboard motor on the dinghy. That was, the back of it was just touching the water. So it was a real disaster. I had to constantly keep getting in and clearing everything off while underway today. So sometimes I was able just to put it in reverse. If I knew it wasn't a crab trap, if I knew it was just like the sargasso, I would just put it in reverse and high RPM and flush it off the prop that way. But when I finally got in here, I dove on the boat first thing, and there was a lot of vegetation on the hull. There was a lot of vegetation around the propeller, and a lot of vegetation on the rudder. So I had quite the job getting all that kind of work done. So missed some stuff in the chat. Let me catch up here. You made it. Yep, Timmy Tool, I'm here. Please don't drop the phone. No, we're good. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. Oh, man. Ooh, job well done. A lot of work on a little boat. Yep. Hey, Marie, how you doing? And a beer once the anchor was down. Yep. Had to end it correctly. That's an average 13.5 miles a day. Wow. Yeah, we certainly didn't do 13.5 miles a day. We really weren't underway 2,800 days because, I was working on the boat most of May, and then I spent most of July and August there in Port Washington. So careful or your dinghy might pop out. Ah, yes. Oh, man. Okay. And oh, man. Well, it wasn't very nice of some people to say stuff. Thank you, Waukesha Pilot, for doing away with that nonsense. So thank you, Frank. Yep, there's a link to my PayPal if anybody wants to contribute. Really need some funds right now. Got a lot of expenses I'm going to be coming up through. I got to do some provisioning like almost immediately. Got to pick up some fuel for the generator. Got a lot of expenses coming up very quickly here. So thought the journey was over. Well, the trip down to Marathon is over. Now we're going to be doing footage. We're going to be doing stories about Marathon, about life here. We're going to try to do some sailing here locally, that kind of stuff. What are you doing tomorrow sailing? No, no, no. I just came in and dropped the hook. I'm going to look around a little bit tomorrow and hopefully get, find a permanent spot for the boat. I'm not really sure where I wanted to be, so. 50 degrees here in Port Washington. Yeah, it was 90 degrees here, Steve. 90. So, yep, I made it, Willie T. Thank you. What jobs can you do to put together funds to get started? Oh, there's a number of things, Francisco. I'm already looking on Indeed and other job services to try to find something. So, for money, I'd love to pay for a trip around the Keys. Wow. Timmy, my boat's not really set up for that. I have too much stuff on the boat. And frankly, I don't know. I'm not really into that, but I might at some time in the near future. Just got to see how things go. So, right now, the only thing I want to do is sleep. I'm not feeling very good today. Had a bit of a fever, a little achy, not feeling good all day today for some reason, not really sure why. Yeah, that that didn't need head pilot. That's all right. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. Hey, Jan, how you doing? Bet you're happy to be miles from here. No, not really, Steve. I always liked Port Washington. You know, it was always home for me. It's kind of where I grew up, so I always liked Port Washington. So thank you, Kurt. Appreciate it. Yep. Yeah, we're in marathon, guys. We made it 2,800 miles, 7 months, and we're here. So now the next chapter of my life starts up, and oh, it did. Okay. All right. No problem, man. No problem. I'll leave it up to you, pilot. I'll leave it up to you then. Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah, Alan, how you doing? Hi, Jahan, how you doing? Hey, Dick, thank you, man. Yeah, we're here. Best Alice pilot. Good job. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. What's next on the agenda? Rest. Rest is next on the agenda. Boat cleaning. I actually have started cleaning. I got to do a lot of cleaning on the dinghy. The dinghy got a lot of soot and stuff on it from being near the exhaust and stuff back there. So I got a lot of boat cleaning to do, and that's what I'm going to be working on a lot of right now is no cleaning. So, hey, no plastic. Thank you. Appreciate it. And thank you again, pilot. Yep. Yeah, pilot's doing his homework and knows the trolls from the tools, I guess, for lack of a better term. Anyhow, the boat really ran very nicely. The Sargasso was a big pain in the butt all day today. I mean, I was going along at 5, and then 50 feet later, I'm down to 1.8 because it just got bagged up with all the grass and stuff. So there were a few times I could see the bottom a little too clearly, made me really nervous, but at no time did I drag today. I mean, there were a couple of times I thought for sure I was going to hit bottom, but never did. The boat never hit bottom. We just kept right on going and stuff. So, belly rubs for Lily. Okay, yeah, nice bottom scrape for the Lily too. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what we're doing now. We're cleaning the bottom of the boat. We're washing the dinghy. It needs to be a good scrubbing. The top decks need to be a good scrubbing. I have to do a lot of reorganizing in the boat now, changing it over from a cruising travel boat to now a office condo boat. So going to be a lot of stuff being changed in that regard. So. So that's what's next, No Plastic. It's going to be working on getting the boat changed around, organized, and, getting work done, getting some work, finding something to do to generate some income while my real estate career gets going again. By looks of the dinghy, I would say either the rings or valves, beef, some serious work, or you at least have a spare anchor. Yeah. Yeah, Mike, it burns a lot of oil. And that's typical, I guess, of these ferrymen. They burn a lot of oil, so. What it means to me, Bob John, that's a good question. I was thinking about this earlier and talking to a friend of mine about it. I don't remember a time in my life that I spent 7 months focused on one particular goal like this. I've had businesses where I focused on getting the business off the ground and doing that kind of work, and some of that took years. When I built the resort that we had in Ohio, I spent 7 years. I went 7 years without a day off. 7 days a week, daylight till dark every day for 7 years. And it was hard, but I don't remember really having this kind of concentrated focus on one particular project for 7 months before in my life. And so from that perspective, it's kind of odd. I kind of feel, really satisfied. I have a real deep sense of satisfaction having made it here. It was a lot bigger job than I had imagined. I would, living up in Alaska with a decent vehicle, I would think nothing of getting in my truck and driving from Alaska to Florida. And I could do that in 2 weeks or so. I wouldn't have thought anything about it. But to me, that's not nearly as much of an accomplishment as what I did the last 7 months. As slow as this boat is, keeping the boat put together, keeping it working, keeping everything working on it, making miles, dealing with the onslaught of negative crap that I ended up dealing with. I feel really vindicated and satisfied, and I'm just real happy. I'm real happy I'm here now. So now it's time for me to get going on the next chapter of my life, but really feels good to having gotten here and gotten this done. So how are you and Lily doing health-wise, financially? We're both doing well health-wise. Like I said, I feel a little feverish tonight. I ate some yogurt and took some antibiotics or not antibiotics, what do you call it? Vitamins. Took some vitamins and stuff. So hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow. But financially, we are destitute, man. We are really, really broke. We could use lots of funds. So financially, we're in a real bad spot. I am staying on the anchor, Bob. I can't afford a marina or a mooring ball right now. I'm on anchor here. So although I do have to pay $225 just to be able to land the dinghy at the dinghy dock, so I can walk to the post office and that kind of stuff. So the Reach Marathon, is that where you hit all the... No, Flying Monkey, I tried going to the outside yesterday. I got into the Hawks channel and tried moving up the Hawks channel, and I just got beat up real bad. I really got beat up bad in the Hawks channel yesterday, and had to return back to pretty much where I started. I only made 7 miles total yesterday. So today I decided to run to the inside. I stayed to the inside, and it was much more comfortable run, except I ran into a lot of the Sargasso weed and stuff. So standout memories from the journey of Sandusky to Marathon. Oh, Miss Shar, wow, there were so many, mostly the people I met, like you and your husband, Mike Donegan, meeting him. I'll even say, getting reconnected with my buddy Steve and my old friend Doug, although, Doug seemed to have turned out to be a real problem. So, yeah, thanks, Pilot. I guess it was just all the really cool people that we saw along the way. The young couple up there on the Erie Canal that had the little shop where they were selling porcelain and stuff, they were really nice. Jim, the guy that helped me up, that had the burger joint that helped me get the water pump rebuilt. The guys at the marina, back there in Sandusky, and all the help that they gave me. There's just so many different people that really that I met along the way. And that's not to talk about all the different people that I met through YouTube, all the great people that I've been able to meet and get to know and have experienced so much love and support from. Frankly, it's really awesome. It really is awesome. So, so you have lived on a boat for a while, still thinking of a circumnavigation. Mike, possibly yes, but not on this boat. Why are people negative through it's your adventure? Why do people have to be doubted? Bob John, great question. I don't know. Some people are just not happy unless they're miserable. Can you not just pull a dinghy up on shore and not bother with a dinghy dock? Bob, you're really not allowed to do that here. I used to live here in Marathon, and there was a spot right across the road from my rental that I had, my rental house, where people would pull up in there with a dinghy, and the police would actually come down there and chase them off. They really enforce that you have to use the dinghy dock. It's a money thing apparently for them here. They don't want people just landing dinghies anywhere. You have to use the designated dinghy docks. So. Winston, no, Lily has not been ashore today, although she did go up on the bow and do her business this evening. She's not been on shore today, but we will be going ashore tomorrow. So, let's see. I wonder how you would afford living in a pricey area. Perhaps you could move to a cheaper area. Yeah, it can't be much cheaper than where I'm at right now, no plastic. It doesn't cost me anything here except I just got to pay to land the dinghy. So, I'm the person who created the No Plastic 61. Uh-oh, we have two of them, huh? Wow, okay. Was there a reason for Marathon being your final destination? Do you know people there that are going to be? Bob John, I've already had a real estate office here in Marathon before. I'm a member of the local multiple listing service here, and I'm a licensed realtor here in Florida. So, and Marathon is equal distance between the two ends of the Keys, Key West and Key Largo. So, strategically, it was a central location for me to work from. Go have a jumbo margarita on me. Just let me know how much afterwards. Yeah. Unfortunately, Tom, I have other things that I really need to spend money on. As much as a big margarita sounds like fun, anyhow, I guess we're having some issues with no plastic. Okay. Have you met up with your real estate partner to make a plan? I just got here. I haven't been ashore yet. Hey, Steve Newby, how you doing? Hey, John Dolan, how you doing, sir? Good to see you here. What else did we miss? Carl, check his channel. I'm the real No Plastic 61. Yeah, no plastic. I'm leaving it up to the moderators to make the determination and eliminate the wrong one. So we'll let them take care of it. Yeah, Flying Monkey, that's true. It's actually $225, and it's not just for use of the dinghy dock. It also allows me to use the showers, the laundry area. I can park a car there. So you know, for the $200, you're actually getting more than just the ability of landing the dinghy. So hey, Donna, how you doing? Hey, PC, what's up? We need donations. Can you help out? Yep. We definitely need funds donated today, guys. I'm really tight on money, so. How far is the dinghy dock from your mooring anchorage? About a half a mile, I guess, Mike. Seriously, and get a burger on me also. Okay, do you have to pay the monthly fee the first time you land the dinghy? Yes, I do. I have to go over there tomorrow. That's one of the things I need to do if I can raise the money tonight. If I can raise the money tonight, I need to go over there tomorrow and get that set up. So the ground here for anchoring is very good. Okay, I dropped the hook. It's set perfectly, no problem. So, okay. All right, pilot, you figured out which is the right one. I hope so. Very good. Thank you for taking care of that. Oh, why are you having problems with money? Did you not budget enough trip expenses? Oh no, Bob, you don't know my background. I started this trip in Sandusky, Ohio, with no money, and I still have no money. I have been surviving, and this entire adventure has been possible by the the great donations from people who have contributed along the way for me. So if it wasn't for the folks that have been supportive and donating money, I never would have made it. So. Oh, yeah, there was no budget. There really was no budget. So thanks, pilot. Appreciate it. So anyhow, we're here. We're here in Marathon. I'm thrilled. I'm very tired. The dog's very tired. It's going to be fun to get up tomorrow morning and not have to go anywhere. Not even have to think about going anywhere. I don't have to get up and put oil in the motor. I don't have to go through my normal procedures of getting ready to go somewhere. I get to sleep in tomorrow, and I'm going to make sure I do that. I'm going to force myself. I may not get up till noon tomorrow. I may just luxuriate in the bed and stay there as long as possible because I am just that tired. So, oh man. Oh, thank you. What mile marker are you near? Mile marker. I'm not really near any mile marker, Hal. I'm in Marathon, Florida. I guess Marathon's about 60 miles from Key West. So I'm 60 miles from the very end of the ICW because the ICW ends at Key West. So I'll go back to listening. I work while I listen. I no plastic, cool. Thank you. So what is the plan from here, Carl? Work. I'm going to continue making videos. Now that I'm here, I got a lot of stuff in the can to edit. First, I'm going to relax for a day or two and just get things situated here, and we'll go from there. So, do not have a pension or investment properties. I do not, Bob. No, I kind of lost everything in a divorce. So I am starting over. So hey, Smoking, how you doing, man? Thanks, Andy. Yep, I know. Yep. Marathon's a big island. I'm somewhere here in Marathon. So. To be honest with you, though, this is a really nice community here. Very warm community here, and I've had nothing but real positive responses from everybody here in this community. So I've already had people come by and say hello and congratulate me for making it this far, and people that have been following along. You know, some of that silent majority that follows along but doesn't comment or say anything. Well, they know that I got in here, and they came by on their boat and said, "Hey, Carl, how you doing? Glad you made it here. Welcome." And so I've been made to feel very welcome here in Marathon. Very welcome. So, yeah, Clint, she's fine. She's actually out cold sitting here next to me. So, how long ago has it been since you were in Marathon? 2015, Alan. I was here. I left here in September. Well, let's see, I came back for a very short, brief period in December of 2015. So I guess the end of 2015 was the last time I was here. I left here in September, but then I came back in November to take care of a real estate closing and pick up a commission check, very big commission check. But I left then, so. Temperature, it's cooling off pretty good right now, Marie. I can't see my thermometer. I'd say it's around 85 or so, somewhere in that neighborhood at the moment. Only place to stay, anchor, and use dinghy dock is Blue Key Harbor. Well, thanks, Ray. Why don't you just share that with everybody? Production reaching you. Thank you, Chuck. Appreciate it. So, will you try to make up with your ex-wife now that you're in Marathon? Yeah, John, you got timed out for that. The answer is no. No, I have no interest in seeing my ex-wife here at all. None whatsoever. And yeah. And Pilot, just so you know, John Stratton's one of the guys who visited with me. Him and his daughter visited with me while I was in Sandusky. They're really good folks. They're good folks. So I understand you timed him out. That's fine, but don't delete him. He's a good guy. So you've already told people you're in Buki Harbor. Well, there you go. I'm in Buki Harbor. Buki Harbor is a pretty big harbor. So no, I'm not really worried about it. You know, there's a bunch of troll idiots. At this point, they realize they've lost. There's nothing they're going to do from here. So work 2 jobs, meager wages, can't afford much, but maybe someday I could own a boat. Yeah. Bahamas, Cuba. Hi, Dick. Not on this boat. No, not on this boat. I plan on working here for a little bit, making some money, and buying a much better boat. Then I'll look at the Bahamas and Cuba and what have you. So, yeah, the holding seems to be pretty good here, Flying Monkey. There's a lot of boats here anchored, and a lot of boats in here on moorings. Seems to be pretty good, but we're not going to have much of a time to check it out or challenge it because we've had nothing but really good weather. And so because the weather forecast doesn't look like we're going to have anything in the way of big winds, so we're really not going to have much opportunity to even test out whether the holding is any good because it doesn't look like we're going to get challenged. So, oh, man. I have a bunch of people hitting me up on both Facebook and through YouTube and all kinds of means, talking to me about how good this has been and how glad they are, how happy they are. I really appreciate everybody that has commented to me and congratulated me You know, I can't thank you guys enough for all the support and stuff. You guys have been awesome, and you know, I hate talking about more money and you know, borrowing more money or having people owe me money or give me money, but man, I really got to pay some bills right now. So if anybody can donate, now is a good time. So like someone take photos and hang signs. No, Bob, I'm going to do all that myself right now. I can't afford an assistant at the moment. I'm just getting restarted from really from zero. It's going to take a while to get things rebuilt and get going again. So can you explain the low points versus the high points of your trip? Wow. Yeah, the low points is definitely having to deal with all the troll idiots. Having good friends stab you in the back after you help them out. That was the low points. The highest point of this trip has been crossing the finish line here and getting in a marathon. I know that seems kind of you know, cliche and stuff, but Lou, you know, that's a really big question, a really big statement, something that's going to have to take a lot of time for me to do, more than I can do here during a live stream. So thanks, Chief. Appreciate it, man. Insurance coverage for the harbor tonight. There is no mandatory insurance for the harbor tonight. Oh, yeah, thank you. There you go, Frank. Post my PayPal up there. If anybody wants to help donate, that would be it. Tom, check your PayPal. All right, will do. Will do, Tom. Thank you, sir. Wow. You know, for some reason, it's just not been coming through on my. Usually, I get a message telling me that somebody donated. So, Tom, thank you very much. Tom, wait a minute. Richard, thank you, cuz. That's awesome. And Dave Marshall, thank you, Dave. Appreciate it, man. And Tom, two Toms. I have two different Toms that donated tonight. Thank you, guys. That rocks. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that, man. And believe me, I really need to get all the funds together I can right now. So that'll come in really handy. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So, yeah, and guys, if you can, keep it coming, man. I really need the funds. I mean, I actually contemplated auctioning off my beard tonight if I needed to raise money. That's how bad I need funds right now. So, if you can't access Dinghy Dock. Yeah, Mike, that's a good question. I don't know yet. I have to work on those options if necessary. In the future, if things work out, you can share a boating experience with my wife and I. You must have a great time having beaten Tolidiots, whatever they are. High points are finishing. Will this be the end? No, not the end. Definitely not the end. A change, maybe a short break, but definitely not the end. Have you checked the Sombrero? Hal, I haven't checked with any of the marinas about docking fees at all yet. So, I'm very happy to. Well, thank you, Clint. Appreciate that. I was wondering why you have not been fundraising heavy this past week. I haven't been really pushing it much this past week. I've been focusing on getting here. Now that I'm here, I really need to focus on getting some fundraise. So, those thoughts and memories as you post the videos of the trip. Yes, Murray, absolutely. I'll be going through all of that as I make videos here this next week or two. So, absolutely. So, thank you, Apina. How you doing? All right. So, we have more. Andy, thank you, brother. Appreciate that, Andy. You've always been there for me, man. Thank you. You and Tom, Dave, Richard, cuz, all you guys have always been there for me, and I really appreciate it, man. I really do. I can't tell you how much I appreciate all that. So, where can I send the donation money? Will you send a receipt for exporting at my end? Lou, sir, there is a PayPal in the links there. One of the comments is a PayPal link. You can use that. But Dog and human waste, sir. Yep. Yep. We use the old style system of a bucket, and it works just fine. It works just fine. So, yeah, actually, what I'm probably going to do, Mike, is I'll probably stop at the marina tomorrow to get fuel and fill up my water tanks and take care of my trash and all that at the same time. So, oh man, yeah, there's the PayPal link if anybody wants to donate. We would appreciate it. Oh, and that's awesome, guys. Really appreciate the donations tonight. It really helps out. So keep this up. I might be able to go to the dinghy dock tomorrow. Yeah, we'll explain that in detail in other videos, not during a live stream. In any event, guys, long, hard-fought battle. I don't know what else to say. It was just a real long, hard fought out battle that guys. Yeah, thanks, Cliff. Pretty appreciate that. Yeah, you knew that was a troll idiot just from the name. So, and so you want to know the lows. The lows are having to deal with people like that. And I'm really amazed how many of these people, not only they attack me, but they attack my supporters, they attack my friends. I mean, the guy was aptly named. He's a loser, obviously an aptly named person. So they charge for water there. Yeah, a lot of places do. A lot of places do, but the charge isn't very high, Ray. You have to understand, Ray, here in the Florida Keys, water comes a long ways. All the water here in the Florida Keys is piped down from up by Homestead, Florida. They have a great big well up at Homestead, Florida, where they pull the water out there, the fresh water, and then they pipe that all the way down the entire length of the Florida Keys. It's all in a long pressurized pipe. And so it's very expensive here to get water, and so it's very expensive for that water then to be made available. And so, yeah, they do charge for it, and rightfully so. It's not like most communities where, they have water readily available. It comes from a long ways here. I mean, if you're down in Key West, your water came from 120 miles away and had to run 120 miles of pipeline. Here in Marathon, it had to run at least 60, well, more than that, because it came from Homestead. Probably 100 miles just to get here to Marathon, and another 160 to get to Key West. So that's a long pipeline. Why is there so many trolls? Who knows, Bob? I understand, Mike, it's 5-gallon jugs, 25 cents to fill up here. If I remember correctly. I'll know for sure, but I believe that's what it is. So, yeah, it comes from Astrals. Yeah. John Dolan, you are absolutely correct. Yep, absolutely correct. Of course, you guys aware that the word shit comes from is actually a sailing term? I don't know if you guys were aware of that, but the origins of the word shit, the reason we call manure shit, is actually from sailing days. It's from the old wind-powered cutters. There you go. Jared's bucket list has it correct. Yes, ship high in transit. The bottom of the boats, the manure would get wet, starting it to break down and get hot and cause fires. But if they shipped it high in transit where it didn't get wet, it stayed dry and was safe for them to ship. So, yep, you're right, Frank. They do hate to see people do better than them. And we did. Everybody's got it now. Yep, ship high in transit. There you go. Yeah, wow. You guys just beat, old Raul got beat up pretty good, didn't he? Huh. And with good cause. See, that's what I'm talking about. You get these troll idiots like that. I mean, they're just such a waste of time. And so, from the most part, I mean, they have provided me with a certain amount of comic relief. But for the most part, it's been pretty. Oh wow. Okay, so just now I got to notice that the first Tom made a donation to PayPal. PayPal's a little slow on the uptake. Okay, and there's Andy's. I just got the notice about Andy's, so sorry about it, guys. I guess my system's a little slow getting all that stuff together here. So Patrol's minds are exploding. Somehow they thought that their hate would win. Yeah, right. Their hate. They accomplished absolutely nothing, Marie. Just like the guy's name, the losers accomplished just a bunch of hot air. Just a bunch of hot air and bravado, and they managed to do nothing. I am here in Marathon, Florida. Me and the dog and the boat, we're all happy. We're all healthy. And frankly, I'm kind of jazzed and excited about getting to work here. So I'm really excited about that. And the potential for earning here is just phenomenal. So as a matter of fact, I'll give you an example here. Let me just check the email here real quick. Oh, we're all good. Okay. I'll give you guys an example. The other day I was talking about earnings potential, and I talked about, you know, that I looked at some other realtors here, and I looked at the kind of business that they did, which of course I did. To me, though, the real important detail is not just these people made good money and they had a lot of transactions. But with these two producers here in the area and looking at the business that they did, the average real estate commission, in other words, the average transaction netted them 20 grand. $20,000 was the average transaction. That's pretty good. I mean, to put that in perspective, if I have one average transaction for this area, that will completely fund my living expense budget for a year. So I'm really jazzed about getting started here and getting working. So the benefits of being in a market that has such high property values is I should be able to do very well, and I should be able to do very well fairly soon. So. Oh, with that said, Frank Amen, YouTube, catch on also, yep. Won't you be glad to get rid of them trolls? Why not leave YouTube in the review mirror once you've raised funds? Francisco, I have a lot of folks that like following me along, have since before I even started sailing, people from, you know, when I had my homestead up in Alaska. And I've developed a lot of friends through that, so I wouldn't want to leave all those people high and dry, you know. And plus, I have a lot of other things that I would like to do. So, but how do you sell houses from a boat? Well, it takes some skill. Thanks, Cliff. Appreciate it. Yeah, it takes a little skill. It takes a little time. But yeah, it's easily done. This is all the office I need is my cell phone. That's all the real estate office I need anymore. The old ideas of having to have a brick and mortar business, you know, you just don't need that anymore. So, hey, Bob, is your refrigerator running? Yeah, it's really not all that difficult today's day and age. The old idea of having a brick and mortar building, and you know, I used to have that. Max Airhead #1 is a friend of mine from Port Washington, New York. I used to have a real estate office there. I had 30 real estate agents working out of my office there. I had the big office. I had all the agents. I had all that pain in the neck kind of stuff going on, all that stress. Don't need it anymore. Don't need it anymore. I have figured out the real estate industry sufficiently that I can work very comfortably. All I need is my cell phone. And I have all the tools available that I need right there to be able to do everything I need to do. So, I don't have a fridge. I live in a van. Well, there you go. Well, even people who live in vans have fridges. Yes, Winston, we're going to be able to revive the main channel. Because of the false claims from the ex-wife, she had up to 14 business days to respond, and so that takes us through till December 5th. So sometime after December 5th, we should be able to resurrect the old channel and be able to participate with Super Chat and have the income from that coming in again. So people anymore, so why put up with the grief? Yeah, it's not a matter of needing people. I don't need them just for economic situation. These are friends of mine. A lot of the folks on the chat here are friends of mine. It's not a matter of needing them. So there's a lot more positive, good stuff going on here, Francisco, than the negative stuff. The good, and I don't mean just the money. The good dramatically outweighs the bad. I mean, 99% to 1% outweighs the bad. So there's no need all the other bells and whistles. That's exactly right, John Dolan. I'm a listing broker, not a selling broker. So. And packages now. Yeah, Andy, I'm setting up with a local UPS store here to set up a new address. So I'll be able to get stuff sent to the new address once I get ashore and get that organized. I don't have it done just yet. So I also need to have chinks. I need to have the funds to pay for that. So hopefully that'll be getting done here pretty quickly. So not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning. There you go, Winston Churchill. Hey, Gavin, I love that. Yep, good quote. It is perhaps the end of the beginning. You're absolutely correct. So, just a cooler that plugs into 12 volt. Well, that's a refrigerator, Bob. I guess time will tell. Yes, that is. Andy, no Wi-Fi here. No Wi-Fi available unless I go over to the bar, restaurant, the library. So initially, I'm going to be making myself available to get to those places, but we'll see how it goes from there. Amazon available there, I would guess so. Yeah, Amazon's everywhere, Marie. Yep, yep. Love the positive. Hey, Willie, how could I not be positive, man? How could I possibly not be positive? Come on, I just spent 7 months, 2,800 miles, busting my butt getting here, and I'm here now. I made it. I survived. So how could I not be anything but very positive? So Angel, thank you very much. Angel, hit the PayPal up. So that's Angel and Andy and Tom and Dave and Cousin Richard. All you guys, thank you so much for the donations. I really appreciate it. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. Really need the funds as much as we can tonight. So please do if you can. So I'll be proud and tell these trolls you've owned them. Yeah, you know, the problem with it would be is I'm at the point now, and I've been thinking a lot about this. I really got to stop pounding my own chest and beating up on the troll idiots as much as I have. I mean, at some point, I just got to say to them, you know, whatever, and just move on with my life. So, and I think that's kind of where I'm at. So. Jared, has mine showed up? I haven't seen one from Jared yet. Doesn't mean it's not coming. I just haven't seen one, Jared. So, yeah, I just haven't seen it yet. It may soon. So, yep, John, I agree. Ignore the trolls completely. So, the bars, other places to get Wi-Fi. Andy, there's actually right next to me over here, not very far at all, is a bar that has Wi-Fi. I can go over there and sit, but you know, you got to go over there and have a beer in order to access the Wi-Fi. You know, it's kind of like, you know, these internet cafes. You got to go in and have a croissant and a cup of coffee, and then you can hack the Wi-Fi. So businesses don't like it when you just hack their Wi-Fi and then don't come in and do something. And of course, you have to be at their location to do that. So. France 75 a month, unlimited everything. Yeah, Kurt, I've been looking at a number of different programs like that, and the so-called unlimited is really not unlimited. Like I have AT&T unlimited, and it still limits me to 22 gig. So unlimited is not necessarily completely unlimited, but there are some out there that have much bigger unlimiteds. I just can't afford to add too many of those right now. So. Yep, thank Angel, man. That was awesome of you. Yep, the trolls are bruised and battered. You know, yep, they are. Hey, thanks, Jared. I appreciate it, man. So, Jared, I was going to ask you a question. Was that your mom that's been talking to me on Facebook? I had a very nice lady I've been exchanging pleasantries with on Facebook, and I think she said she was your mom, or maybe she's a different Jared's mom. I don't know. Well, let's start a good place to work. Yeah, Marie, I agree. Yep, library is always a good spot, and they can't spell. Full moon. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. In the window? Can you see out the window? I don't know. Oh no, that's a sticker up there. But yeah, it's been a full moon last couple of nights. So Diana Wilson, the other wife, not me. Okay. I'm new to YouTube. I'm local to Marathon. Love to meet up for a beer or five. I also work in real estate. In DeWin. Okay, well, in DeWin, hit me up on Facebook under my name, Carl Brook, and let's talk. I would love to hang out and meet with you. That he would know Paul cast the first stone. There you go. She is unlimited. Check it out. I will do that. She's on here. Okay, cool. So that was your mom. Okay, well, hello. How are you? You have new channel. Dang, never knew this was here. What's with the quality? Southern Sharpshooter. Yeah, we're using OBS software through my laptop. Unfortunately, my second ex-wife thought it was okay to give my phone number out to all the troll idiots, and so they've been prank calling me while I've been doing live streams. So I'm using OBS now so that it doesn't interrupt. It's not interrupted by their constant, hack on the phone. So just what it is. It is what it is. So anyhow, at least in northern Florida it is. Okay. Not too many people going to be throwing stones. Oh, no. Everybody's got some skeletons in their closet. So I have two, Bob. I have two ex-wives. Couldn't agree more. The more time wasted talking about them, the time they should be spent talking about accomplishments here. I've logged in and out, and all I hear is tea talk. Yeah. Cali Venture, I understand. I understand. I do my best to try to move on. So, although today's kind of kind of a big day. So, real estate is a doodle in Florida. Big bucks to be made. Well, we'll see. And to win, we'll see. We will see. I actually sold real estate here in 2015, so it's not like it's new to me or I'm new to it here. I've been selling real estate for the last 30 years. Well, more than that now, but I'm not going to say how much more because it's showing my age. But 80% of live streams are troll talk, it seems. Yeah, Francisco, they are I won't say unnecessary, but they're they're a part of it. They're just part of it. So an unnecessary part of it. We'll see. We'll see. So, oh man, Carl looks calm, not rocking the boat like the other night. No, Patriot Canadian. It is dead, flat, calm here. Dead still, quiet night. No boat traffic coming and going. Very, very, very comfortable here so far. Like I said, I'm gonna sleep like a log tonight. I just know I'm gonna go down for the count and just sleep like a log. And Miss Lily will too, because she's already down for the count. I'll see if I can. Oh, there she is. Hey, Dad. She doesn't like when I talk about her, so. Yeah, it'll be a good night for sleeping. It's cooling off a little bit, and got the fan going, so it's very comfortable in the boat right now. I tell you guys, my back and my shoulders and all that from all this being on the go all the time, really looking forward to just being able to chill out and relax. So big relief as well. Yes, it is. Just doing what it needs to be done. Yeah, well, that's all you do in life, Wood Beast. You just do what needs to be done. You know, you as I put it, you do the do. You know. Oh, guys, by the way, I had to laugh. So I get in here and I get my anchor down, and I get the boat all set up, and I go up on deck and I light up the propane grill, and I'm cooking my corn on the grill. Right. A boat goes by, a power boat. On the side of the boat, the name of the boat was, get this, my boat. Kid you not. There's a powerboat here in Buki Harbor that went by. The name of the boat is My Boat. So for those of you guys that know me long enough, you know I call this my boat, my boat. Yes, this is my boat. Well, here it was. There was a boat went by named My Boat. I had to laugh when I saw that. So, this thing real estate so long. Its first listing was a cave. Yeah, right. Pretty much. Buffering so bad, almost unwatchable. Johnny Hag, I'm not aware of anybody else having buffering issues. Try refreshing your connection. Ex-wife causing trouble. That's a massive kick in the nuts. Many of us have experienced. You hand info to the trolls, though. That's low. Yep, pretty low. Selling's not my thing, so please don't offer to take me out. I prefer my motorboat. Okay, Cliff, just delete it into him, huh? Motorboat, I asked our town about you. Yes, you were remembered. Well, I doubt I was remembered. I wasn't here that long. I didn't do that much business here, so. If you were what they say, you would think you were 10 years old, kids, but these people grown-ups are sick. Yep. Come see cameras on Lily's back for tour marathon. Hey, Clint, we will definitely be bringing you some Lily Cam footage. Absolutely. So, yeah, see, troll idiot, guys. And we deal with it just that easy. We just turn it off. Another troll idiot bites the dust. So, no buffer all good here, no buffering here. Okay, so just Johnny Hag's connection. Good deal. So, Kenneth, the Kentucky fam. Okay, hey, Kenneth. I'll log off and log back on to see if that helps. Yep, that's what I do. Just refresh. For a beer one night, what's your schedule? Okay, so don't have a schedule yet. We'll see what goes on. And I thought Into-Win was just deleted, so I guess not. Anyhow, truly a prank caller. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Really intelligent person here, you know. I'm sorry, guys. I stopped doing prank calls when I was 10 years old. You know, I grew up and became an adult, not this kind of childish nonsense. So, and what's funny about it is they're actually going to joke about that. They're having their little live stream and they're going to say, "Oh, I made him look at the phone." Really? Wow, talking about a loser. Anyhow, this is why we have to deal with trolls all the time. Sorry about that. Answer and let us hear the troll's voice. Oh, that would be fun, wouldn't it? Trolls need a life, yeah. How do you know it's a troll calling you? Because I get called all the time by trolls. So, there, he's calling back again. We'll just delete him again. So, I love declining the calls from them. It's just like, nope, you're an idiot. Nope, you're an idiot. Nope, you're an idiot. Oh, man. So, Frank, I can't block their no. It comes in with no caller ID. Their phone number is set up so that it doesn't show an ID. So it just comes up with no caller ID. So I know who it is. It's that one idiot. So, yeah, right. Oh. Yeah, sharpshooter. We don't even mention his name on this channel. Sorry. Yeah, John, I can't. It just comes up with no caller ID. So, yes, Tom, I did. I drank my last beer as soon as I got here and got the anchor down. I had to return a phone call to a good friend, and so I got the anchor down and I came down below and opened up that last beer and drank it. So. Hopefully, if the fundraising, improves, I'll be able to go do some provisioning. I know I got to pick up some food here pretty soon, so I can pick up some provisions. Maybe I can get restocked on some beer, but we'll see. So What if it were a customer? Bob, if it was a customer, they will leave a message. So, how do they get your number? Trolls are scared to call me. Yeah, the ex-wife gave them the phone number. So, yeah, Trolls got declined. Oh, yeah, I wish I had more beer. Yeah, I was down to one. It's all right. Hopefully, I'll be able to pick up some tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see. So, oh man, look at the Jolly Roger telephone company. Maybe that's a solution to your troll calling problem. Okay. I always answer at real estate rule number 1. Yeah, well, you go with that. You go with that. I prefer my clients call up and leave a message with their phone number and a message for me to get back to them. That gives me time to prepare for the call and be able to answer it in a responsible manner. So that's a winning cackle. It seems like cocktails would be better, cheaper to run ice maker over fridge. Yep. Yes, Andy, I still need to get a fishing license. Absolutely. Yep, I definitely need to get a fishing license. $44, and I just don't have that in my budget right now. So there's other things that are a higher priority. But yes, I would love to get a fishing license here in the near future. So maybe here in the next few days. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of variables, but right now, guys, I have so many things I need to spend money on, get my real estate business going. I need to buy envelopes. I need to buy paper. I need to buy stamps. That's the initial stuff to get that going. I need a vehicle. Need groceries. You got to pay for the dinghy dock. There's just so many things that I need to get done right now. It's just, yeah, I know I can catch fish here very readily, Andy. I agree, but hard to prioritize $44 right now when I've got so many other things that are, you know, a bigger majority item. So, yeah, Frank, let's not even talk about them. Let's leave that alone, okay? The last person that brought up his name was timed out. So let's just leave it alone. Anyhow, moving on, kids. We're here. We're here. I don't know what else to talk about. I mean, I'm just like so kind of in shock a little bit, to be honest with you. It's like tomorrow I get up and I don't have to get the boat going and I don't have to go anywhere. That's such a relief because it's not comfortable driving the boat. You know, I'm sitting up there in the sun, in the hot sun. I'm at the wheel. And guys, you know, these people that say, well, you know, you should have an autopilot. Hell no. There's no way you could have an autopilot coming down the ICW, especially down here in the Keys with all the crab pots and lobster pot buoys and all of the sargasso weed. I mean, you're constantly turning left and right, left and right, left and right. Even trying to stay in the narrow channel, you're constantly left and right, getting around where so it would be impossible to do that. So, mailers up in Ohio, did you get any response from them? Donna, I did get response from them. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to capitalize on that at the time because that was right then as I bought the boat and was heading out. But now that I'm here, I expect I'll be able to capitalize on the mailers I'm doing now. So, Frank's gonna lose a wrench. Yeah, maybe. Any government funds for some startups like yours? Dick, unfortunately, no, not really. 7 C's. Oh, I am. Okay. Oh, you could buy a 30-day license for $8. I had one last week fishing with my brother-in-law's boat. Yeah, I guess you could at that, can't you? Yeah, I guess I could buy a 1-week non-resident license. Although I don't know about that's a non-resident price. The $44 is the annual non-resident price. I think $8 is the resident license. Yep, I am Wood Beast. I'm very proud that I made it. So, okay. 2,800 miles, several minor breakdowns, 2 hurricanes averted. Carl, damn proud of you. Thanks, Patriot Canadian. I am too. Yes. 1 one minor and one fairly major hurricane. You know, Michael kind of tore it up a little bit where I was at. So, so the diving is, yep. Scuba diving will be coming as soon as I can resupply my gear, Southern Sharpshooter. I am not a resident of Florida yet. I have to establish residency. So, non-resident license, 30 days. Okay. 13.3 miles a day average. Wow. Only good for offshore sailing. Yeah, Dick, that's right. Autopilot's a good. And you know what? Just to mention that, not only did I make it 2,800 miles without an autopilot, I also made it without a working depth finder. I never did get the depth finder working right. Never did put it back up. So just went with it without and made it without a problem. So Marie, I have to. Well, it's actually a financial thing, Marie. I need to register, get my driver's license and all that kind of stuff transferred over to Florida, and then I can be considered a resident. But right now, I can't afford to get my driver's license transferred, although I'm going to have to do that here fairly soon. So, well, not really, since I'm not driving. I don't need a driver's license, but you can choose to change gender in a day. Yeah, Mike, it takes longer to change residency than gender. Donate big people so we can watch Carl and Miss Lily diving. Yeah, we definitely would like to get our dive gear back together again and stuff. So, oh man, okay, guys. And with that said, we've already gone through an hour here. I really appreciate all the love and support and the donations from everybody. Seriously, if you guys can help out right now, I have a lot of funds, so I am hitting that pretty hard. I know I'm hitting up the donations pretty hard tonight, but I really need all the funds I can get. So anything you guys could do is greatly appreciated. And for those guys that did donate tonight, really do appreciate it, man. I really do. You guys rock. So anyhow, with that said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. I will have a live stream tomorrow morning. I'm not sure what we're going to talk about tomorrow morning. It'll probably be late tomorrow and not early, but we'll have something then. So we will we'll have more for you then, kids. So be good, be careful, take good care of each other, please. Remember, in the description down below, there's links to my PayPal should you want to contribute to the adventure. And the adventure will continue. We're going to take a change of direction now, but it most definitely will continue. So we'll have more for you guys later tomorrow, kids. Be good and be careful. We'll see you then. Good night, everybody. You guys take care. And thank you to all the guys that donated tonight. Really do appreciate it. And to those of you guys that couldn't donate and just watched, I really appreciate you guys being here too. So thank you very much, everybody. You guys have a great night, folks. Good night.